And away we go.
And it's Al and Steve.
Yeah.
And it's episode 21, and it's part 1. And we have food today from Hat Creek, which is sort of a local joint. I've got a chicken sandwich. Steve has...
It's another one of these burger places, if you're familiar with the strip here, that it's also Phil's. And it's another one of these places where you can bring your kids, and they got a little playground.
Yeah, the playground is nice.
So a lot of kids
kind of
there,
expensive,
and
but it's good though.
If you want a burger, I prefer Phil's much better than Hat Creek. We didn't get burgers.
No, he got a chicken salad, and I got a chicken sandwich.
I got the Cobb salad, which is actually really decent for a fast food.
And a dragon fruit smoothie, yeah.
For a hamburger joint, this is actually a decent salad, so I went with that. I don't get enough greens. You got the chicken sandwich.
With tater tots.
Right, so yeah, I wouldn't get the hamburger there, but hey man, you can try it. Maybe you'll like it.
We decided to kick it off with the...
Right, and this is...
shirt of the day.
Shirt of the day is resist.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Yeah, I didn't catch it first.
Resist. Yeah. Did you see the frog on this?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I did now, but
you didn't see it when you were on it?
No, I didn't.
You didn't recognize what the hell was going on?
I mean, I get it now. I know what it is, and I've seen the
it was
image.
a frog though with this guy. I
just didn't look close enough. I do that with things sometimes.
You didn't realize what was going on?
No, I get it now. I just
now. Though.
I just now, yeah. Anyway.
I asked you before.
This is why it's good to have two of us. Cause
I asked him before. I'm like, hey, did you see the shirt? And he's like, yeah, I saw the shirt. No, you didn't.
No. Start of the recording. I get it now. Anyway, unrelated. We were going to start off with the. How else shall I put it? Almost like weird Twilight Zone-y interview between Musk and Trump.
No. Mamdani.
Oh, Mamdani. That's right. See, that's how. But it.
All right, this day's starting off real good. He turned a long way out of the.
But that's how weird it was. It's like I could say the wrong name and just. Anyways, Mamdani and Trump, which we watched several different videos about the interview, and then I actually spent like 3 to 5 minutes trying to watch it, and it's just weird because you've got Trump on the one hand saying, hey, this guy is great. I love this guy. I like working with this guy, whatever. And it's the same guy that he literally talked about wanting to unalive and thought that he was, evil, blah, 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 blah. You get the idea. And then Mamdani, he was much more cautious, but he basically said things like, oh, we disagree about all this stuff, but we're trying to work together for the good of X and Y goal. And I don't know. I didn't necessarily take either of them seriously, so I'm not quite sure what their goal was because I don't know. Okay, it was weird.
Yeah, essentially you described what happened, and it was Trump, saying that if Mamdani wins this election, New York's going to fall into a cesspool of communism, and it's going to, completely become, Islamic State hellhole. We're the Christian fascist state, so I mean, what's the difference?
Not much, not enough.
So, and then the guy wins, right? So Mamdani gets in there, and look, I'm hearing that, like, Al described what happened there, right? Pretty much. And Mamdani just kind of sat back and took it all in the best he could, because I think he was stunned just as well. And then I'm hearing this criticism, like, and you said it even, I don't take Mamdani seriously. I do. I think he was stunned. I think that he didn't know really how to take it. I think that he's trying to be pragmatic and saying, look, I have to deal with what I have to deal with. That's called radical acceptance. And that's what an emotionally mature person does. Like, okay, this is the reality that I'm facing. What do I do to make the best of it? Because I can't change the fact that Trump is president. And if I start, like, what is my ultimate goal here? My ultimate goal is to get some things done to help the people, not to make Trump look like an asshole. He can do that by himself. I don't need to help make him look like a fucking asshole.
And some of the news guys, one of them actually asked Mamdani, you accused Trump of being a fascist. Do you still feel that way? And Mamdani didn't even really respond.
He did not respond.
He basically sidestepped the question and was just we're trying to work on some things.
Before he could even answer the question, Trump interrupted and said, you don't have to answer that, basically.
Yeah, no, he did.
So, and then other people are saying, yeah, but he wouldn't even answer. Did you watch the fucking video? Trump interrupted. Once again, did Mamdani say anything good about Trump? No. Did he? Not that I saw. Maybe he was
polite.
He was polite, and he was trying to.
He was controlled and polite. And
Yes.
he made comments like, "Oh, we're trying to work together. These are our shared goals." You know, some things that sound good but don't
Right.
necessarily mean anything. For not to put too fine a point on it, but
Right, so then I hear these yahoos trying to say, Madonna's selling out. I'm like, what are you talking about? He hasn't
watch the
sold
dang thing. You know, if
None
you
of
haven't
that-
watched it, do that before you complain.
If he starts doing some things beyond being polite and capitulating, then yes, he's selling out, but he hasn't capitulated anything yet. He hasn't given in on anything.
If anything, he was very careful not to. There were a few key points
Right.
where he might have, but he didn't.
He did not. So then it begs the question, what the fuck is Trump doing? Why did he flip and do a 180, right? And we were talking about this earlier, and I've said it at least half a dozen times from the beginning, the time we started these things. Trump will flip on a dime. Whatever he feels, and look, he could be completely wrong about anything he's doing, right? But if he feels it's expedient for him or to his benefit, he has no loyalty to anything he ever says or anything he backs or anything he ever does. And it will flip. And this, once again, proves my point. It's a prime example of what I've been saying. So when he does it again in the future, don't try to read into it because it makes no sense. And whatever his logic is and why he thinks it's going to benefit him probably makes no sense. So if you're trying to read this fucking guy, it's like trying to fucking figure out a squirrel running across the road. Why did he stop? Why didn't he just go across? Why is he going backwards? Like, you can't fucking figure this shit out. You'll never will. Nobody will know the fucking recesses of this guy's twisted fucking baked head. So, yeah, anybody's take on this, even my take, beyond the fact that he's going to flip on everything, you know, I could say, well, look, he's using some form of acceptance, saying now that this guy is now that he's governor of New York or mayor, he can now appease and appeal to him to manipulate him, right? Because that's how people can manipulate. That's how he's manipulated people in the past by kissing their ass, and that's how people manipulate Trump by kissing his ass. So he thinks this is how it works. Maybe that's what he's thinking. Like, okay, now the guy's got it. Now I got to kiss his ass to get what I want. Or something like that. I don't know. I'm just making shit up. But I'm not going to even think about it any harder than that. Because there's no reason for it. Because I'll never know. Trump will never know why, really. Because he doesn't even know himself what he's doing or why. So, yeah, don't read it. I would say fucking don't read into it. It's Trump flipping again. For whatever reason, he thinks this is an opportunity for him to flip. He will never stand firm on any ground. The only thing he'll ever stand firm on is being cruel
Yep.
and being inconsistent and being an asshole. That's it. And being self-serving. Outside of that, he's never consistent with anything. He's consistent with inconsistency, cruelty, and selfishness and psychopath, like being a narcissist. So that's it. Everything else, nothing matters. Nothing matters. He has no loyalty to institutions, states, countries, people, rules. They will change every day. One day he'll be a Democrat, the next day he'll be a Republican, one day he's a fascist, the next day he's a socialist. It doesn't matter as long as it can benefit him. Or he thinks it will. Even if it doesn't.
I'll throw in my last points. I mean, it might be repeating myself, but from the Trump perspective, it doesn't make any sense except for everything that Steve just said. Everything that Steve just said, keep that in mind. Because if he's trying to appeal to Republicans, they're not going to buy it. And if he's trying to appeal to Democrats, they're not going to buy it either. But everything Steve just said, keep that in mind. So, but from the Mamdani's point of view, it may be as simple as Trump called him up and said, hey, will you do this? And he was like, oh shit, I can't get out of this without it looking bad. And if I play it right, then he'll maybe take a few extra weeks before he tries to send troops into New York. You know, win-win, cool. That's my thought on that. I don't know any better than that. That's all I got. Yep.
So, look, that's just my take. That's just my take on things. I think he has consistently done what I said, which is flip on everything all the time, his whole life. So, just keep that in mind when you're trying to assess what's going on here. To Al's point.
And then on top of that, there, one more point, and it's basically the same point, but his senility that's driven by, I believe, some form of like actual dementia, I don't know, Alzheimer's, something like that, is getting worse and worse, and that's inevitably going to drive some of this flip-flopping more than you would normally have seen in like the first administration. So
Right. It's exacerbating the problem.
exacerbated, yes.
So now you have an inconsistent individual from day one who's an opportunist and a narcissist who's now developing probably some kind of form of Alzheimer's and dementia, and it's been brought up, since the first time he was elected with these tests and stuff that they've been giving him, his cognitive tests, and that's what you're dealing with. Don't look any further into it.
Yep.